Well, hello there. I'm so happy that you are here, and I'm so happy to be back on YouTube. I have been making consistent videos for over a year, and I took like a 3-week break at the end of the year here to go on holiday and do all of the Christmas and New Year holiday stuff. And to be honest, I was just kind of feeling a bit of a YouTube block, but I'm back. And I'm excited to share this video with you about my 2020 income streams, what I accomplished, some things that I'm looking forward to in 2021. So stay tuned to the end. Many of you know, if you follow me on Instagram at Online Teacher Dude, that I have been in a bit of a flux with my situation here in Malaysia, and the last couple weeks have been incredibly stressful because I live here on a tourist pass which is expired since the pandemic started, and I was waiting to hear whether or not it would be extended, which it is, so I'm safe for another few months. But the last couple of weeks was really up in the air in terms of whether I was going to be able to stay or if I was going to have to move to a new country, which was proving pretty difficult because it's pretty tough to travel right now. If you are watching this and you're wanting to teach ESL online, or you are wanting to, diversify your income, head on over to my website, onlineteacherdude.com, and I would love for you to download some of my free resources there that will help you to get started. In 2020, in the beginning of the year, I shared a video which I will put up here, which kind of went over my income from 2019. And I didn't make this video to brag or to say, hey, look at me, I made all this money from blah, 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 or this is what I was able to do. I really just created the video to inspire folks that basically if I can do it, so can you. And if you're willing to put in the dedication, the commitment, and the hard work, it can really pay off, and it can be, you can really see rewards in your business and in your finances. So this is 2020. Let's check out what has happened. So at the beginning of 2020, I'll be honest with you, I was incredibly terrified of my income because I had relied so heavily on recruiting in my business that with so many changes with online companies, it just didn't seem to be sustainable. And so it was really a year of pivoting my content, of pivoting my income and diversifying my income. And it really was a wake-up call for me to start building my own business and to start building my own brand and to work more under my own name rather than to rely on other online ESL companies. So that was kind of how the year started for me, and I worked really hard this year to do that, to grow my brand online, to work on this channel, this YouTube channel that has grown by over 6,000 subscribers in just 1 year. So if you are one of my subscribers, thank you so much for supporting this channel by watching the videos, by commenting, by coming to my live streams. It really has been a joy to be able to produce this content for you. I really feel so blessed, as many of you probably do as online teachers, to be able to work at home, to be able to continue to work while so many are suffering and struggling with their jobs, with their income streams. And I really don't take that for granted. I feel so blessed to be able to work from home and to have been able to grow my income this year during a global pandemic. So in 2020, these are some of the things that I worked on and feel really proud to have been able to grow. Firstly, as I mentioned, my YouTube channel has grown by so much, and it's really not about subscribers, but it's about, for me, providing content and creating community with all of you. And so that has been such a joy this year for me. In addition to creating more consistent and regular content on my channel, I also started a live stream that I produce, an online teaching show every Monday at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Would love to have you join. If you have not checked one of them out before, you can go back in the history of my videos and watch some of the replays. That has been really, really fun, and I feel like it's just been a great way to build community on this YouTube channel. YouTube really has kind of become, for me, the gateway to my other income streams, and it's really been the focus of this year for me to put effort into growing the channel, growing my audience, and to growing other partnerships to grow my income streams. So with that being said, I got hired with other online ESL companies to be able to support teachers and send teachers to work for other companies as they wanted to diversify their income. I've also been really working on my website to pivot the content a little bit. My website was really basically just a VIP kid hiring website to send referrals to that found me on YouTube. And then this year I really pivoted the content to provide content for all kinds of people that wanted to get hired to teach online, to become a place that they could find a company that suited them, as well as to be able to share favorite resources with all of you and to create more consistent blog posts, which has enabled me to get found more on Google search and to have a larger audience, as well as to be able to grow my mailing list, which has been a really important part in growing my brand and in growing my business. It's so important to have a mailing list. If you are wanting to grow your business, you know, I can't say enough how important a mailing list is. Another unexpected area of growth this year for me was being able to find private students to tutor. And I was able to have 3 private students that I tutor on a fairly regular basis, as well as working for a very small niche company based in Canada, where I was teaching group classes based around novel studies and literature circle type of content. So that has been really, really fun, and I've learned so much about marketing yourself as a teacher, and also, you know, providing your own lessons, creating your own lessons and delivering your own content to students completely separate from an online company. If you're interested in that, there is a Facebook group that I manage down below in the description. It is about freelance teaching, about online tutoring, you know, as an independent teacher, and so please join that, and I would love to see you there. Another really exciting part of 2020 for me was investing in myself, investing in my business through taking digital courses. So one of the courses that I took earlier in 2020 was about blogging and search engine optimization. I wanted to grow my website traffic, okay? So in addition to, you know, my YouTube channel, I really saw the need for me to have a stronger presence on Google with my website. I had this website and I wanted people to visit it. So I know that through doing, you know, some research into search engine optimization and creating content around searchable keywords, I was able to grow my traffic. Now, it's not a huge amount of traffic. If you would like to see the analytics of that, I am going to put a blog post below, which is going to detail this video's actual income that I made in 2020, as well as some of the analytics behind my website and also my YouTube channel. So go and check that blog post out if you are interested in the description. And finally, the big course, the big investment that I did this year was purchasing Digital Course Academy by Amy Porterfield, a digital marketing expert. She teaches a course on basically how to create your own course and launch it out into the world. So a very scary thing, but also a very exciting thing. And I was able to launch my first mini course about building a website. So taking all the things that I've learned and all the skills that I've acquired and knowledge that I had about growing my own website and kind of packaging it all up into a little mini course called Website in a Weekend. That will be linked below as well. It is a low price course that really takes you from start to finish if you are committed to starting your website, right from not knowing anything about building a website or even having a seed of an idea of your website, to getting it out there into the world. So that was a really exciting thing that I launched at the end of 2020 in November, and it is still available on my website. You can go to onlineteacherdude.com/website to check out more about that mini course. Okay, so let's get into the income for 2020. Basically, the things that I learned from 2019 was that I wanted to rely less on recruiting, and I wanted to build up other income streams. So I'm gonna pop up this pie chart right here, which shows you that in 2019, my main source of income was recruiting for VIP Kid. Mainly VIP Kid, a little bit for GoGo Kid. As well, you can see 30% was from online ESL teaching, and then a very small percentage was affiliate marketing, and I had just gotten my YouTube channel monetized towards the end of 2019. So this was really great. I was super proud of what I had accomplished in 2019, but I had bigger goals for 2020. So here's what happened in 2020. You can see on this pie chart that there's a slight change in the diversification of my income. Recruiting continues to be the main source of income. I love helping teachers to get hired, and I've created more resources and more support for online teachers who want to get hired to teach online. And I've kind of put that more on automation so that it can scale a little bit without me having to kind of trade time for money. So this was, as you can see, 46% this year in 2020. Online teaching went down a little bit, so it was a little bit less of my income. I knew that I was going to teach a little bit less for VIP Kid, and so that's about 30%. I'm actually quite surprised at that number. I thought it was going to be a little bit less. But what I'm really excited about is what else has grown outside of that. And so affiliate marketing became 15% of my income in 2020. This includes YouTube revenue. This includes some more affiliate partnerships that I made in 2020. And as well, you can see private tutoring was about 10% of my income. So if you want to know the actual numbers for 2020, they are not included in that pie chart, but I will put them in that blog post below so that you can kind of see a breakdown of what those numbers look like. Firstly, I want to say that running your own business and being a solopreneur, being a teacherpreneur, being someone that works at home and are relying on these sources of income is terrifying. I am always terrified. I don't know why. I'm terrified and excited at the end of a year and the beginning of a new year. It has nothing to do with the date. I know that that's just a number, but there's something about that changeover of the year, that new beginning, that fresh start. It really feels like a sort of turning the page, even though things are just carrying on as normal. But for some reason, at the beginning of January, we always make goals or resolutions, and I've decided to not do any of that and focus more on quarterly goals and monthly goals. I use a product called Asana to do that, and I really want to focus and be intentional about what I'm working on. I kind of feel like I work all over the place and I'm always doing lots of things and maybe not really focusing in and doing something really, really well. And so that's my goal for each month, is to have a real focus for the month. And so yeah, in 2021, I'm going to continue doing all the things that I'm doing, continue to build my business, to continue to build my brand and help people and provide value to online teachers. That's really where I find the most joy. And I'm excited about making more courses. So this is where my focus is going to be for the first part of the year, is to create more mini courses to help online teachers be successful with a company, on a marketplace, or as their own private, independent, freelance teacher themselves. So that's where I'm at. I think it's exciting to think forward and to think ahead and make goals and to really be intentional about what you want to make of your business, of your life, whatever it is. If it's fitness, if it's nutrition, if it's just more family time, whatever it is, be intentional about it, make those goals and stick to them. And I am so excited about 2021. Terrified, but also excited. And I hope you are excited as well. Drop a comment below. Let me know, what are you working on in 2021? I would certainly love to hear about it. At the end of these videos, I want to give a shout out to those that have jumped over from YouTube over to my Instagram account and followed me. And this week, I have got the following folks who are part of my Instagram account. I've got Ray in Education. I've got Just Trissy. I've got Koki Strada this week who started following me. I've got How Are My Students, Sonia_Teach, Teacher Annie 888. I've got ACE, sorry I'm not saying that one correctly, Scent Bottle Official, Teacher Maria, and Miss Jessie Grace, ESL Teacher Arcadia, and Teacher Crystal. So if you would like a shout out, go on over to my Instagram, click follow, and you will be mentioned in the next video. Thank you so much everybody for being here. If you have not subscribed, go ahead and click subscribe and the bell for notifications. I will see you in the next one. Have a great week. Hey there, don't go anywhere just yet. See that subscribe button? Click subscribe and the bell for notifications and watch those videos about online teaching and building a brand and business. I'll see you in the next one.